A 51-year-old man has just been given an immediate 8-week prison sentence just for sharing 3 Facebook posts, which shows just how seriously the courts are taking any alleged offences to do with these riots. Let's get into this, and what is this all about? Well, the offence underpinning this, I believe, is an offence under the Communications Act, which is under Section 127, which would be the improper use of public electronic communications network, which basically means anything you use online, any online platform, such as Facebook, X, or wherever. And a person is guilty of an offence if he sends by means of public electronic network a message or other matter that is grossly offensive or of an indecent, obscene, or menacing character, or causes any such message or matter to be sent. And so that could mean sharing it and so on. And it goes on, a person is guilty of an offence if, for the purposes of causing annoyance, inconvenience, needless anxiety to another, etc.
Call hello, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS who teach and rule well. Salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. I'm the brother Malak from the Diligent Soldier Camp here in Boston, Mass. As always, I pray this lesson be edifying to the elect. Okay, the name of this one is Esau Hates to Be Exposed. Esau hates to be exposed. And as you can see it on the clip, on the short clip with that alternative media journalist guy that I believe is from also from the UK, he's going in on how these judges, right, and the laws that are in place are basically suppressing, which is like their reason or their purpose is to suppress from information coming out, right? But in order to suppress that, you have to basically come after the people that are bringing that information out, that are doing exposing what's going on. And as you can see, man, UK is in uproar, man. You know what I mean? It's to the point where it's almost on fire, man. We're here for it because this is just another way of Esau losing his grip. You know what I mean? Even though a lot of it is by design, but it's going to be to his undoing, man, because as the scriptures say, man, you reap what you sow. Okay, this is nothing but an orchestrated chaos, man. Okay, and they rule and they run what is this by, like the saying goes, order out of chaos, man. Okay, this is what these devils are known for, right? We the men of the Lord could see these things and break it down and explain exactly what's going on, from the uproar and what the people are complaining about, right? Are grieving about, to why the judges are coming up with these different laws that are just ridiculous, right? If you live in a so-called democracy, right, and free society, right, as they like to say that these nations are, right, like Babylon, UK, which is ran by the same people, and call hello Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. These things are happening, man. All praises to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, man, because this man is being exposed, man, from his unrighteous dealings, to his decrees, to who this man is, man. And it's not only happening there in the UK, but it's also happening here in Babylon, also close to the UK in Israel, right? You got Australia bugging out right now with their unrighteous decrees over there. But at the end of the day, man, the Lord is exposing this man. He's lifting up his skirt and making him bare, as he said he was going to be doing. Okay, I'm not gonna make this too long. Okay, the first scripture I want to actually bring out real quick is the book of 2 Thessalonians, man, chapter 2, verse 3. Okay, it says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come unless there come a falling away first. Now, what is the day? What is that day? That day of destruction, man, back in 70 AD, which already happened. Okay, so it goes on to say, for that day shall not come unless there come a falling away. And what was the falling away, man? Us, Israel. Okay, not only having to be forced and exiled out of our land, right, but also with time passing, we lost our ways, our connection, the closeness that we have with the Lord, man, our heritage, right, the law, statutes, and commandments. We completely fell away, right, and inherited those curses that the Lord said we will get if we didn't hearken to His voice. Okay, so it says, so like, let me start it again. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come unless there come a falling away first, and the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Now, who is that son of perdition? Who's that man of perdition, man? Esau, man, and his people, his whole lineage. Okay, this man is being revealed, as the scripture says. He will be it will happen, right? The Lord is making him bare, as I mentioned, man, as it tells you in the book of Revelations and in other scripture, in other places of the Bible, man, other scriptures in the Bible. Okay, so this is why you're seeing that people, you know, their you know, Esau's tongue falling upon himself, man. Okay, people exposed, because there's a lot going on in the UK, all right, from the, you know, so-called racism that they have towards the people that are moving in there, you know, melanated people, including Jake, because Jake is in every nation, no matter what, looking like every nation, right? So he's gonna look like you know, Caucasian, so-called white people from the UK. He's gonna look like the other nations of people going into the UK. You know, from anywhere in Africa, you know what I mean, to the Far East in Asia, it doesn't matter. They you know, Jake is everywhere. Okay, but the Lord said that He will make this man bare, and which is what's going on. And another thing that's also going on is that, and call hello Yahweh Shem Yahushua, there's a 144 in front of me. I mean, it has a few letters in between the 1 and the 44 and the 44, but hey, it is what it is, right? We're counted in that number, okay, or at least in the elect, man, because that's what that number represents. First and foremost, the 144,000 men, right? But also the elect, okay. Another thing that's going on in the UK is people knowing, you know, Esau, these Edomites, low-level Edomites, mid-level Edomites, whatever, realizing, man, that you know, that they don't live in the nation that their forefathers forged and fortified with their you know, supremacy, you know, and the lies that they've been spewing and passing on from generation to generation. You know, Esau is noticing there, here and abroad, wherever this man is, that, you know, his own people have turned their backs on him. Okay, because I've seen videos of people saying, you know, oh, you know, these people are coming over here, they should just get out because this is our country, this, that, and the third. It sounds very familiar to what Edomites here in Babylon been spewing forever. You know what I mean? But in so doing, you know, and that happening and people exposing that, right, in different arguments, whether it's you know, racist rhetoric or you know, what's going on and what you know, because everybody has a different opinion on why the riots are going on, right? But it's just like a bubble that just burst, or a ticking time bomb that just exploded, man. You know what I mean? So it's a number of things, but everybody has their reasons for what it is, man, and a lot of them are valid, right? But at the end of the day, it's all orchestrated by Esau. It's all agitated and antagonized by Esau, by the higher levels, man, the globalists, man, the bankers, man, you know, your Rothschilds and your Medicis and your DuPonts and all these people, man, that come together and have their think tanks, man, to come up with ways to oppress more of the people and use certain situations and crises to further their agenda. Okay, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 29, verse 21. It says that making a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. Okay, so let's read it from the top again. That making a man an offender for a word. Now, first and foremost, we always bring the scripture out when we're talking about ourselves out there, the men in the highways and byways, starting with the apostles on down, and all these different camps. You know what I mean? Even the camps that go off, but still teach that they're Israelites. That the people in power want to make them an offender for a word, man, for bringing out the word, for bringing out the truth. But as the scriptures even tell you, a lot of these scriptures are twofold, man. So in this case, I'm using it because these people are coming out and sharing information of what's going on, and they make a man an offender for that information coming out. Whether you're sharing it, like you can send it to somebody, but the authorities found out, and you and that person might be asked out. And if you're still sending it on your own or posting it for the world to see, you could be held accountable for it, man. You know what I mean? It's got to a point where the only reason, because a lot of people were asking, why are people getting locked up so fast for, posting something, and they automatically get sentenced and everything. Well, they're giving these people, these so-called offenders, an ultimatum, which is basically either wait, sitting in a cell until until court date or trial comes, which could be, months to half a year to a year, or plead guilty, okay, and have your sentence reduced. And on top of that, it being a little, being done faster for you, until I can just pass in a car that's broken down in the middle of the highway. So yes, I was saying, man, they're giving these people ultimatums, man, and a lot of people are concerned of why exactly this is, why it's going the way it's going. Like, a lot of people understand about fake news and so-called fake news, right, which is just little talking points that they use and are going to be using against even the men of the Lord, but they're using it against everybody, man, which always reminds me of the scripture in Sirour that says, he who is evil to himself, to who shall he do good? You know what I mean? Esau is evil to his own people. He's wicked as fuck towards his own people, man. This is how that nation is done for, man. Because if it was the other way around, where the ones that are middle and low class Edomites were in high positions, they will be doing the same fucking thing that the ones that are in high position right now are doing, man. The Lord, created this man to be that way, man. And the scriptures ask, who could make straight who the Lord made crooked, or what the Lord made crooked, and the answer to that is nobody. Okay. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, through his son Yahushai, gave that blessing to Esau, man. Right, when Yahushai was here as Isaac, man. But it was Yahweh's purpose. It was his will, But the point of me bringing that up is the fact that nobody could take this blessing from Esau, man. They ain't no taking it from him. They ain't no tapping into it. You know what I mean? None of that, man. We're under these curses, man, that are starting to lift up, but we still are suffering from them, right? Because the scriptures say that one of them was basically going to be us being captives, you know what I'm saying, and slaves, and to this very day, we're slaves, man. We're captives, man, to this very day. You might have a lot of Jakes that got a little money coming in, and they think and feel different, but them Jakes is still under the curses, man. It don't matter, you know what I mean. And sooner or later, the Lord, as I've been quoting what's his name, Johnny Cash. Sooner, like one of his songs was sooner or later guy's gonna cut you down, man. So you enjoy your run while it lasts, man. You two third-minded jakes, man, but you're gonna get cut down, man. The Lord's gonna deal with you. He's gonna destroy you whenever he sees fit, or whenever it's the time that he chooses for you to get jacked up, killed, or whatever, man. Okay. Back to the scripture though in Isaiah 29:21 that make it a man an offender for the word and lay snares for him that reproveth in the gate. Now the snare part, man, I see it in this part because it's order out of chaos. This is all orchestrated. So now you have people standing up for what they're seeing, okay, for what's going on in their country, and they're either complaining about it or expressing themselves about how they feel, and this man has the nerve to make laws for it after he's the one that's causing all this, man. And Esau's been doing it forever, man. You know what I mean? Forever. Scriptures tell you that you shouldn't basically in so many words erase the borders, man, between nations, between countries, man. And this is what Esau does. He expands different countries or decreases different countries. He invades places. He takes people from here and put them over there, and over here, and all types of shit, man. You know what I mean? Look what's going on here in Babylon. Those are our people too, coming in by the droves, as they say. But at the same time, it's like this country's already financially jacked up. Now you bring in more Northern Kingdom jakes up here, and it's just gonna get worse, because though Esau's blessing them right now with some money, whether it be FRNs in their debit cards or EBT, right? Food stamps. That's all for now. Esau will turn his back on Jake in a heartbeat. And in the state of New York, they're already giving the migrants 6 weeks or 6 months. I forget exactly. They're giving them time to basically get right with either finding a place or getting with their moving in with a family that they might have over here. After that time, if they don't, they're gonna get kicked out of the homeless centers that they have. But it's like, you brought these people over here. You was talking a good one, like the mayor over there that kept welcoming all the migrants that Texas was sending to New York and Massachusetts. But and now he's the one coming out with this this proposal, man. So it's hypocritical, and we know that I forget the mayor's name. It's a Jake, or bald-headed, smooth-faced Jake. But we know ultimately we know he's a puppet. He's set up. You know what I mean? This man came out of nowhere when what's his name, Cuomo, got outed. You know what I mean? And now you got him, and he's just pushing forth what Master tells him to push out, man. You know what I mean? And the smooth face and bald ass head should always be a huge red flag, man. Never to trust a nigga like that, man. I don't ever trust a Jake like that, man. Because that's an Edomite. What's it called? What's the word? Not so much tradition, but that's how Esau likes to groom himself, man, and show himself, man. And then you over here trying to be like, it's no different from northern and especially southern kingdom Eve, throwing all blonde hair and shit. You know what I mean? It's the same shit. It's straight fucking coonery, man. So it's Isaiah 29:21. They make a man an offender for a word and lace a snare, right? They cause the problem. The people are reacting to the problem, and now they're saying that, and now Esau's saying that, oh, you can't say this, you can't do that. You know what I mean? You can't share those posts. For him that reprove in the gate. Now this is solely us in the highways and byways, man. And the elders from the Boston camp, they're right down the block from the State House. Okay, it can't be any closer and can't be any clearer. This scripture, man. You know what I mean? As using the elders camp as an example, man. We're not too far from them neither. We're in the same vicinity. Okay, and turn aside the just for a thing of not, man. You know, this is exactly what Esau's doing, man, with the just, which is the elect of Israel, not all of Israel, right? But the elect of Israel for a thing of not. You know what I'm saying? These niggas is really not gonna inherit nothing. You know, they're trying to forge their birthright, but they're not gonna get it. You know what I mean? It's already said and done and written. You know, so Esau's just knowing that he's in his last limb and his last moments, man. He's just trying to he's causing all these issues, man, to be able to accomplish his enterprise, man. You know, by his witchcraft and his enchantments, man. Because believe it or not, these devils, man, have certain rules that they don't break, and which is, you know, they have to let the masses know what they're trying to do. So when the masses buy into it, I forget exactly how it goes, but basically, you know, they use the word karma in the explanation, but basically it doesn't come back to them. But that's bullshit. That's prideful, man. You know what I'm saying? And because the Lord tells you himself that he's going to destroy these niggas, man, for what they have done to his to the apple of his eye, man, which is Israel. Okay? And you know, and for what they did to the Lord himself, man. Okay? This is the book of Isaiah 10:1. It says, woe, destruction, or even sorrow, right? Unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed, man. Okay, these so-called judges here in Babylon and abroad, like for example, the example that we're using right now, or I'm going into right now, the UK. These judges, man, are pushing forth, you know, along with their lawyers that write it all up, unrighteous decrees, man. You know, because I even heard straight from the horse's mouth, one of these judges out there from the UK, you know, wearing his little toupee, or his, you know, that shit that they put on, man, that wig that they put on, man, and as a custom to their when they hold in court or whatever. I heard one of them saying that, you know, or warning, not even warning, threatening Americans, man, Babylonians, that if they do the same, that they you know, I even heard the word extradition. Is it extradition? Yeah, to be extradited, man, to be sent over there, basically, man. So it's like, what? Now, what's crazy about that, and we mentioned it I mentioned it in the at camp this past Sunday, is that, you know, Babylon, America, is the daughter of Great Britain, man. Where you know, which is what England is named after, Great Britain. Okay, so it's like, you know, for him to send that threat, it's like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, I was listening to it, I was like, oh shit, you know. Granted, you know, it's definitely possible that Babylon, if they don't extradite you, they'll still lock you up for saying something about another fucking country, in this case UK or something, you know what I mean? So, you know, you could see how the famine of the word is very, very near, man. Very near, man, because it's nothing but censorship, man, since the demic broke out, you know, and people speaking on things. They took that crisis, man, as they say, right, never let a good crisis go to waste, right, or go by. They use that to bring forth unrighteous laws, man, you know, and so-called code of conducts and shit like that, man, you know, where you can't speak on something because it's not fact-checked, and then years later they get hauled off to court, those so-called fact-checkers, and what's his name, Mark Zuckerberg or whatever his name is, he gets hauled off to court, and in court he has to admit that it's the fact-checkers are all opinion-based, man. A bunch of fucking assholes behind a laptop computer in their homes, man, in their PJs, you know what I'm saying, watching fucking Pokemon and eating nachos and shit like that, and burritos, because that's what Esau loves to eat, you know, and do. You know, that whole time it was those individuals basically deleting, you know, whole accounts with hundreds, if not thousands, and maybe even millions of followers, man. You know, outing a bunch of people what's that called? I forget the word. I don't even want to say it the wrong way. But basically, man, they outed a lot of people, man. And even doctors, professionals that knew what the heck they were talking about. You know what I mean? PhD, all right? PhD mentality, man, which are the ones that actually write the studies, you know, are the real scientists. And they come out with the studies, and your regular doctors, that's what they follow, with the PhD doctors writing their, you know, in their journals and their studies or whatever. And even the PhD doctors were being outed, man. You know, even deleted, unalived and shit, man. Mysteriously, you know, shooting himself in the back of their head, you know what I'm saying? Jumping out head first from second floor windows and shit, being raided on live on Facebook Live. Like, all these things was happening, man. You know what I mean? And they wrote laws to prevent it in the future, or to at least attack it swiftly and viciously, man. Okay, that's what's going on right now. So Isaiah 10:1 again. Woe, destruction, man, unto them, you Edomites, that decree unrighteous decrees. All right, we're not the ones writing laws. The laws that of Israelites were already written in the book by the Lord Himself, man. All right, by the Lord Himself. So we're not the ones out here writing these laws, man, and enforcing them as they're doing right now. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decree, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, man. Okay, now I'll end it off with this last scripture over here, man, because, you know, the point is that Esau doesn't like to be exposed, man. You know, Esau hates to be exposed, and that's what's going on, you know. So he's using these laws to lock these people out, to censor people, to silence people. You know what I mean? Look at the doctors that died on the or that airplane that came down in Brazil the other day, man. It had a bunch of doctors, or more than a dozen doctors, man, that were on their way to make a speech and expose the vaccines that you know, we were being forced to people were being forced to take, and so, you know, not really forced. It was a choice, but the ultimatum that were given people forced people to make those decisions, man. You know, and those doctors were on their way to expose the very different issues that people are suffering from taking it in the first place, man. You know, and they shit fell from the sky, man. And it was scary as shit too, man. Just to imagine that you were in that plane, because it was like this death spiral there was no way of getting out of that, man. No way at all. Yeah, just come on, man. But hey, man, you know, before I read that last scripture, you know, the laws that they were writing out there in UK, you know, it is defined as, like, you know, as far as like sharing these posts or whatever. It says if they were grossly offensive, indecent, obscene, or menacing of menacing character. You know, like, you reading these, as I'm reading these things myself, and as you're hearing me, you should think of, like, who does this? Who's been doing this for the longest? Esau's grossly offensive. You know, he's obscene and indecent and menacing. I mean, come on, man. This nigga takes your whole. It's not enough that he takes your whole land. Now he's gonna take who you are too. You know what I mean? He's gonna take your whole fucking identity also. On top of that, it says and cause said messages to be sent or shared. So, you know, that's a part of it. If you sent or share these type of things, you could get locked up. It also says the person is guilty of the offense if its purpose was annoyance, inconvenience, or needless anxiety. I think is what he said, so I wrote it down. Needless anxiety, etc. All right, these are all things that Esau's been doing to the whole world, because he's a cancer. He's a fucking cancer. All right, a cancer on earth, man, that has to be, you know, destroyed, man. That has to be destroyed and taken out of power, man, because as the scripture says, man, if it were possible, man, there will be nobody. If the Lord didn't shorten the days, there will be nobody left on earth, man. This nigga will take everybody out and everything too. He'll be like, wait, hold on, animals are gonna strive? Nah, man, fuck that. Let me do something that all these animals just by looking at each other will catch a virus or some crazy stupid shit. You know what I mean? This is the type of devil that's in control of this power, in control, and has power over the earth, man. But fret not, man, because Ecclesiasticus 10:8 is surely coming to pass, man. And Kohalo Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai for that, man. It says, Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirour, chapter 10, verse 8, says, because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, because these niggas got rich by unrighteous dealings, man. They got rich by injuries, fatal ones. You know, look what happened to Gad out here. You know, Reuben. Look what's going on with the islands, man. In Jamaica, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti. All those countries, all those islands are in Cuba and South and Central America. All these countries that I just finished mentioning, right? And yeah, all those countries that are also within Central America and South America, which is all Northern Kingdom, and Southern is in there too. Have all the resources in the world to be the richest in the whole world, man. You know, you talk about Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico have gold, you know what I'm saying, and oil, you know, so does South and Central America, but none of those countries have the resources to you know, I don't know if the word is excavate, but basically mine all that and pump those things out of the ground to be used. They have to make deals, unrighteous dealings with Babylon in order to at least get a percentage of what's rightfully theirs. But at the end of the day, look at the irony. It's righteously there, but the curses are on us, man. We are yet in our captivity, you know. This is not our rest. This is not our rest, man. This whole shit is polluted. Literally, the water, the air, you know, a wilderness where no man even fucking has traveled through. All that is defiled itself too, because this nigga's just spraying everything all over the place, man. You know, the animals. Come on, man. This is why Sirour 10:8 has to happen, man. Has to come about because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit. Because these niggas got rich, all right. England and all these people, they have a lot of fucking gold that does not belong to them, and they just been hoarding it, you know, in order to enslave the rest of the world from that gold being circulated. This is the man that's in power right now, man. That's his legacy. So it says because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches got by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Esau is he's not getting ready, you know, because the Lord is gonna catch him. But basically, Esau is ripe for the picking, man. The Lord is about to take his kingdom, his power away from him. The blessing that he gave him when he was first born, right, and he passed down to his bastard children. That power is ready to is about ready to get snatched off from him, man. You know, the Lord, the day of the Lord is very near, man. All these things are happening, and Esau thinks he has some type of control, man. But you know, the Lord and his men are gonna have the last laugh, man. And this is why. Now, I'm not gonna get into it. I'm gonna close out. But this is why you're gonna receive double, man. Because you was the perfect goddamn devil, man. So you need a perfect goddamn payback. I pray that this lesson was edifying, that it made, you know, perfect sense, that I hit the topic and made the points, man. In closing, I want to give all honors and praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Rakakwadash, the water Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua, for giving me the inspiration to not only see this and basically for seeing these videos that I came across today earlier, and for inspiring me to bring this lesson out, man. All right, so I pray it was edifying. In closing, also I want to give salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways, and double honors, Salakia, to the apostles first and foremost. Double honors to the apostles that have been laboring for so many years, so many decades. Okay, salutations to you brothers in the highways and byways. Salutations also goes out to you brothers and few sisters that tune in to listen and learn. To you I say shalom, kwam yasharala, anabad babal.